Welcome, witches, wizards, warlocks, brujas,
Welcome.
all magi,
Welcome,
magic
everybody.
people, druids.
Everybody and everything.
Everybody, all y'all. What's up? This is BMN Mondays, and we have a guest today. It's Rave in Hollywood.
Hello, everybody.
Got demons in my acid dreams.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah.
What do you guys call your fans? Do you have like a thing?
The Black Magic Coven.
The Black Magic
there
Coven.
you go. Bam.
How you guys
Yeah,
doing?
The Coven, yeah.
Sup Coven. We're Black Magic Noise is our names. And yeah, the topic today, if we just want to get started, is nostalgia.
Get into the past.
Probably a
Think about
French
it.
word, maybe.
I feel like nostalgia plays in a lot into like social media aesthetic and like irony or whatever of like using like the trends from when we were young that were like more fringe, like anime or emo or whatever.
All the shit we were into as youths get turned into a wave of some kind.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like in
Simpsons
trends.
wave, chill wave.
Oh,
Totally.
Yeah.
What was that one where it's like all pastels
Oh,
and like
vaporwave.
Vaporwave, yeah.
You know Halloween time, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think I know that shit.
How do you feel about candy corns?
Hate them. They're the spawn of Satan.
They're sort of like the eggnog, I think, of.
There we go.
They are
They
the
were year round, I would hate them, but the
Right.
fact that they only come out at that time, it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I better get a few of these.
Right.
Nostalgia, you
That
know?
is
It's like
nostalgia.
quintessential, you know? You think about that.
Yeah.
I
From
mean,
the past, you're like, oh man, when I was little, I used to think about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when I got home.
PB&J is very
PB&J.
They're
nostalgic.
always good.
High key
So like
nostalgia.
Yeah.
majority of children have had, I don't know, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Have you missed out on the peanut butter and jelly?
Please let
sandwich?
us know.
Call us up.
Right?
Toll
Hit the
free.
Call us in.
hotline.
What was
Let us
everybody's
Colors
favorite
right here.
favorite brand of jelly? Some people put butter on it.
Dude, I mean, I used to just
Blue
get
jar.
the creamy Jif and the fucking Smucker's grape.
What's that shit that came in that blue tub? Danish orchard.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. It looks
Awesome.
cracking though. Damn.
I never got to eat Jifs as a kid, so when people had it, there was like a trade situation where people, or like ask for bites, you know, so there would be the kids that have like the best lunches. And then my friend Jericho, he started saying, "Can I have a bubba?" For a bite, and we'd all say it, and like it'd be the same kids with like the really good like pesto cream cheese bagel or something, and everyone's like, "Can I have a bubba?" And he's just like, "Oh yes," and then he would go, "Okay, yes," and then by the end of it he would have like half a sandwich, you know. But that was the rules every day.
What a nice kid though. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
what a or maybe they were trying to beat him up if he didn't. I mean,
Well, there's a little bit of that.
see, kids are like that though.
I
You
know.
never know.
My
They can
friends
be
were
real
bullies.
sweet angels or just
I thought they were my
fucking
friends, but I was like, every day I would go to school like, please not me today, you know. I was like,
Oh my God.
But then if it was someone else, it was like, I don't know. Are kids these days really nice? Like I always feel like when I
Tell you.
I don't think
They're
so.
like-
I don't think so. I think
Where'd
kids
you
are
go to
pieces of
school
shit.
at,
No,
like 9 times
kids
out
will
of
always
10.
be fucking bastards.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
just don't have
Yeah.
the
They have a lot of
fucking
anger.
empathy, man. And they got
Yes.
anger that they don't even understand.
They're experimenting.
They're
with,
all
like,
sorts of trauma and shit.
They're living at home with their abusing people, and they can't leave because you're a
Right.
kid.
You ain't got no
leave,
rights.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
So yep, there's
yeah, so probably
Absolutely.
kids. So morning cartoons. Saturday morning cartoons. G.I. Joe, didn't watch
Right.
it. Didn't care.
Nope.
Scooby-Doo, kind of looked a little boring to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
That shit was boring.
I would watch
little older
late
too.
night
That's
Scooby-Doo.
true. That's like-
that's me though. Like I would
Old
watch
school.
Scooby-Doo all the time.
Were you watching
I loved Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. So.
He was alright. He had that. I had love. I
Not
fell in love with
he,
an
they.
ostrich.
I'm in love with an ostrich.
I fell in love with an ostrich. Yeah, they used to have some crazy ass music on.
That is-
Scooby-Doo.
They would have
It's
their
hard.
band, but Scooby would never be in it.
Portland or Tacoma. Is this a future segment, or I'm so really curious about these?
Oh, let's do it right now.
Let's do it right now, yeah.
Let's knock it out.
So, what we got right here, baby? Chicago roulette.
One of these shots is a delicious nectar.
And it's going to be
actually,
tonight,
I'm lying.
Jose Cuervo, Especial. Yeah, that's what it is tonight.
And then the other one is Malort.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's the bad one, right?
It's
that
the
you
real
make
bad
jokes
one.
It's
about?
apparently, yes.
I
Apparently
mean,
it's bad.
he pretends like he doesn't mind
Apparently
it.
it's
I
like-
feel like it's a lie, though. That's
It's just
just
a little bitter.
This is like if you were like to play a prank on someone, you would like order them a shot of this at the bar, and it's like
Absolutely.
great after.
Yeah.
and it's like kind of expensive, so but
like,
it's
I'm
totally
not gonna
worth it.
waste
Totally
it.
worth
It's
it.
like
It's not gonna
it's
be-
like a baller prank.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta have a little income.
It's
Yeah.
a
You
real
know what they
rub in the
did?
face
You know
of
what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, that was nothing to me. And you have to have a bad taste, and I know you want to get drunk, and you're gonna drink it because you're an alcoholic, and I'm controlling the situation.
Oh no!
Either way, we usually make people try it anyway.
Yeah, usually
whether or not you
anyway.
win or not.
Yeah,
So
that is
one
true.
person gets.
So we're gonna shuffle it.
Yeah.
One
One
person
person gets to
loses
try it.
and no
I
one
feel like
wins.
the Malort company went out of business for like many years, and then all of a sudden they were just like, "This shit is so bad. Maybe college students would like to drink it." And
And it came
then, bam! All of a
Right.
sudden, they introduced it.
In a world
Back
of
again.
like, who the fuck knows if anyone's being ironic?
Right.
Jepson Malort thrives. Do we like this, or is it a
Right.
joke? I don't know. I really can't tell.
If you like Malort, please hit us up in the fucking
Yes,
comments.
call us now if you like
Call us in
Malort.
the comments, fucking.
And I feel like
something.
you're just
Comment.
gonna say you like Malort.
To get your attention.
Yeah, to like
Right.
just
They
to
want
look
you guys
cool.
to respond or like.
You don't like it.
Like, if you genuinely like Malort, like, please call in.
If any of them don't get back to you, you can like follow one of their cousins or someone in
Right,
their
right.
family and kind
Exactly.
of build a
Follow my
friendship with
cousin.
them.
Absolutely.
And then kind of see if you can get them to introduce you.
Right. And honestly, like, there's nothing
Vicariously.
stopping you from just continually DMing us.
Not at all. You could potentially
do it.
block them, but
Constantly.
True, but then just find us on other social platforms. Or create another Facebook page.
Yeah,
And just
fake-
keep DMing us. All right, let's do this.
You know what?
Tear this
All right,
paper
cool.
off. Or
Well,
do you want to
cheers.
just do it? I already fucked up.
is the paper for like so we don't see what it looks like?
Yeah, or smell
Yeah.
it.
See, I already looked at it and I already have bad feelings.
Oh, no. Well, let's do
hope
this.
Terrible fucking feeling.
Salud.
Well, I hope it's you, bitch.
I hope it's you.
Y'all have a good one. I'll see you in a little bit. No, that's pretty good. No, wait. No,
I think
that's
that
not
was
very good.
tequila.
I got Malort. It didn't bother me.
Holy shit.
I'm becoming immune to its effects.
Whoa.
You're right, dude. It's just a little bitter.
Is it ironic?
Just a little bit.
That's
Is it real?
extremely.
Atlantis Morris.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I didn't like that actually. No. 'Cause it's like not going away,
It lingers.
and it kind of like
Got me wrapped
grows a
around
little
your
bit.
finger.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you have to?
okay.
Did you have to? Did you have to let it linger?
yeah, that's disgusting.
A fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger.
What a good song, you know?
Yeah.
Cranberries. You really did a good job because you sang through that. Like you didn't even break.
That is bad though.
It's bad. That's really bad.
It's horrible.
But you took it in stride. Like,
Absolutely
but you
horrible.
Didn't do a whole shot, so that
No.
probably makes a difference.
Yeah, because you have the same amount of taste, but less
Salute.
drunk.
I'll do it with you.
salute.
Shoot it.
My man Raven also has a
bad.
very
It's still really bad.
intense palate. I've seen this man stick a lot of different things in his mouth on stage.
I've burned my tongue feelers, so it's just like it's like a person that swallows swords, where you know there's a capacity, you know there's a limit to how much damage your organs can take. You felt when it starts getting a stingy pain, so you do a little bit less.
Right.
So it's about measurement, but if you can, some people have an ability like that guy Shoe Nice. He can just drink like a whole
Oh yeah,
thing
that guy's
of, like,
crazy.
of Absolute and just be like,
Come on.
but have I
You need
put
to
weird
get
stuff in my
smarter.
mouth on stage?
You ate gravel at a show. I remember that.
Were you there?
Yeah,
Remember that?
that was at Hilliard's. Yeah,
And there was this guy came. He was so mad.
I know. I was there because
that,
I
yeah.
had like booked that guy, and he was like, "Man, who's this fucking bitch?" And I was like, "Dude."
There was one time you shoved the whole microphone in your mouth.
I just imagine that like now I would just be more aware of it now. Of like I don't want to like there's those levels that you cross in your mind, but then you're like, this is a moment that other people are reacting to, and like, if someone has to use the mic afterwards, I want to like put my mouth all over it, or like, I know like, like people would like, Gigi Allen would like shit on stage.
Right,
and shit.
cover himself in people's blood and his
beat
own
people
blood.
up and stuff. Yeah, and so it's weird when you start to play with that, and you're like on stage and just thinking about like, doing, I don't know, I think I got inspired by like Jim Morrison and like different people that would like go really, psychedelic on stage, or like really kind of like, I don't know, just play with like performance art and being on stage. So, but it
was compelling to watch. I mean, I wouldn't do any of that shit, but it was fucking compelling as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I mean, now I've chilled out a lot because I think it was just like being young and like compensating with like, I don't know, trying to be like, go the most extreme, kind of like the jackass mindset, like I'm drunk, and like I was really inspired by Jackass as a kid when that came out. I was like,
nostalgia, baby.
It opened like a genre that like I feel like that's evolved so much, but that idea of just like that kind of like anarchy comedy or art, I've evolved with that sensibility, but I still, some of my favorite like comedy stuff is like the prank phone calls or like Eric Andre's show or things like that, or like people interacting in like public space. You could be like with your friend group and just like film your natural humor. Like what's cool with what you guys do, because it feels like it's just like you guys have this chemistry and you guys have these relationships that you built over all this time. So then when people watch the show, it's kind of like getting to hang out with you guys, or like kind of be a fly on the wall in your natural like back and forth and stuff. And like I think that is a really, some people I think are less inclined to like team up with their friends and like do something together, because everyone wants to do their own thing. But I think it's good to always have doing your own thing, but it seems like when you do team up that people really respond to that a lot.
I mean, that's the shit I like when I listen to podcasts. I like the conversational, there's like multiple people just hanging out, having a good time. I'm just sitting there like, I'm so glad I'm part of this friends group, man. These guys are so fun.
We got like our own little inside jokes and shit.
I've heard people say that with all that is like when they meet fans, we're so much more emboldened because we know everything about them. It's like we really like. I feel like I truly know the people that I watch their podcast.
No, totally.
But it's still just I'm a random fan, so I like know their cats' names and like they're so
like way too much about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude.
Real shit.
Hey, that's like when privacy kind of disappears off the face of the planet, as it may have already. Then why not just be like, everything's on the fucking table, you know what I mean?
Right.
My details of my life, here they are. Fuck it, I don't need them.
The more there's a new Twilight Zone that Jordan Peele produced.
I wanted to see that shit.
But it only came out on like a specific weird streaming service that like only had it. It's like CBS.
Oh,
or
all
something.
access, yeah.
So you'd have to do you have to do the 1 week thing as long as you remember to email back to cancel it, which they hope you won't.
I never do.
I'm
subscribed to like 5 things that I like never fucking.
They have apps now
to real
find
quick.
what
You shut that shit off as soon as that free trial's up.
$70.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good at that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
They tried to get me like, are you sure you want to do this, or like let me give you another month. Like, you can do another month. You can stay longer,
right?
And give you like more time to forget. And it's like, oh man. But
that's clever though.
They had this
I'll
one.
set an alarm on my phone. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, you're a genius. You're a
Cancellation
genius.
day.
Why don't I do that? That's
Yep.
so easy.
I know.
But then again, I go still check the physical calendar.
On the wall. You see that one
Right?
there?
Bam.
It's on the wall.
Bam. It's got vital information.
with no image.
You see it.
No images.
More important.
It's a time teller, man. You need that.
It's more important than those goddamn cute cats that you put on your goddamn wall.
I don't know.
Nah,
Cats
no. It's
What
cool.
cat?
Yeah, what cats?
Any cats. He hates cats, dude.
No, it's
He
just
hates
like
cats.
calendar
Hates
cats.
cats.
No, I
So that-
love
that
cats.
doc
I
about-
love cats. Are you kidding
But
me?
I just
Don't tell me I hate cats. No, hold on.
or like that documentary about the
I
guy.
love cats.
Get that.
I love cats.
Okay, but the documentary about the guy that like would vacuum
Dude,
suck the
fuck
cats
that
and
fool.
stuff, like
Luke
that was
Lignata.
funny to you? Don't care.
I don't think that shit's funny. I think that shit's fucked up.
You heard it
The
first.
record.
It's on the
Fucked
record,
up.
baby.
Fuck that shit.
I love
Yeah.
cats.
Don't mess with
Arliss.
cats.
You oughta.
I love cats.
You oughta.
I
You
love
got it.
multiple cats in a situation, but I don't think cats need to be in a fucking calendar. Love cats.
But seriously though, shake and bake chicken, shake and bake chicken, man. What about that though? Put it in the Ziploc. You fucking shake it up, baby. And then I don't know. I was a kid, so I'm not sure what happens after that. I'm sure you can cook it, probably.
The smell and the golden and.
Hold on. You want to know what nostalgic motherfucking Capri Suns, motherfucker.
Ooh, Capri Sun sends me back. You know what I always loved? Those commercials
That's what I'm saying.
of the silver person like turning into silver like Alex Mack and fucking flying.
Yeah, just
That's
having
oh,
fun.
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. And then
The
fucking
plastic. You remember that shit inside of your play toys when you climb inside of it?
Going back to toddler.
You'd be like, no, not even a toddler. You'd be like 7, 8 years old. And like, you would be climbing through that shit. You'd be like, why the fuck does this like tube smell real funny? Funny. And then climb through it.
As a kid, you're the, like propaganda. Like, you're gonna have fun here. You know,
At
like
McDonald's.
at McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
Like this is
yeah,
where
yeah.
kids play.
You know, if you think about it, that's
Space.
actually hella insidious. You know, it's actually like sinister as fuck, really, if you think about it.
Was
They're
like-
like, we know how we can make money, turn our fast food chain into a playground.
Oh yeah. Their
And
whole
it's, like,
marketing to
greedy,
kids.
man.
You know, and then they're like cancer foundation, even though their food is like a major probably
Like
contributor
cause, yeah.
to cancer. And then they're
Yeah.
like, Ronald McDonald is hanging out with the kids with cancer, and it's like that's sick.
It's kind of gross.
They really think we're that dumb.
But we are, though.
I know.
Yeah,
majority of
Scary.
Majority of people
Shit,
are
I am.
dumb.
I guarantee
Please
you.
call in if you're not that dumb. Like,
We're not going to get any calls.
we're
Do you guys, do you guys
people
have
call
that
in though.
number that you can add that's like
Oh, yeah.
sends to
It's
a thing?
1-877-295-BMN1.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you get it? You go like a app or something?
We just made up numbers.
Oh, nice.
That's not
So people are getting your calls.
I mean, I hope so. That'd be amazing. If people got a bunch of calls.
noises.
Is our listener? Is gonna talk
Can we do
about
prank phone
true.
calls on the? I've never done anything like this, but I was like, so at some point, because once we see each other, we're already talking.
Right.
And then it's like, but there's going to be a moment where suddenly the awareness changes, and then we're still talking, but we're having like a more like heightened conversation that has like entertainment value
Right.
in some way. Like we're kind of trying to give them something
Well,
good.
one thing about that too, we're usually way more drunk than this.
Very true. Very true.
The first episode where there's not like fucking 20 tall cans on the
I
fucking
noticed
table and
that.
shit.
That is
yeah.
true.
So,
That is true.
for some
I
reason,
appreciate the for being sober because I am, and you know,
Oh, word.
you are.
No.
I was like, oh shit, dude.
I mean,
It's unrealistic for me right now.
I mean, go ahead.
we'll
You know.
wait until the episode, but we could fucking
Get drunk.
get it popping.
I mean, we definitely
I mean,
could.
Vaughn already beat us to it. Vaughn.
That's all three.
Killing it.
Oh,
nah, man, come on,
Nah,
man. All right.
You gotta drive,
You gotta
man.
drive
Do it.
home.
Nah,
Hey,
bro.
you guys are good
Do it.
friends.
It's
For
okay.
real.
I just want you to live as long as possible. That's my
Straight
only
up.
selfish goal.
New
Cheers.
Year's resolution for Vaughn.
Live as long as possible. You know, riding bikes, right? I mean, nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
That's true. It meant something different at one point.
Well, now it's
It was
just
like my little motorcycle, you know?
right. It was
Put
fun.
a card
Like
on the back.
Oh, that was my favorite shit.
Sometimes I think
I would
about
go
doing that
through
now.
neighborhoods and just being obnoxious
Yeah.
as fuck and just spreading
With
through
like a
shit
popped
on like
collar.
my fucking like
the whole deal, bro.
maybe I had some guns.
My memories, for somehow, has been like getting interesting.
No way.
Yeah, same.
I've been thinking about weird shit lately.
Like about your past or what?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Like
Those
random
repressed
memories.
memories
or
are
what?
starting to shake out. Like, whoa!
I've been trying to like dig into the vault, like what's in there? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Same,
I've been trying to like dig
Yeah.
around.
I-
Shit like that was going around at that time. Like, why can't I remember what happened around this
Right.
time?
Yeah.
You
I
know
remember
what I'm
everything
saying?
leading up to going into that room, and then it all went black.
I do sometimes think like, why don't I remember a lot of my childhood? Was I a fucking abused?
A lot of times you go through a traumatic event and it hits you differently like 10 years down the road.
Right.
Yeah.
Than
That's
it
true.
does actually at that point that it hits you.
But Ninja Turtles though, you know what I'm
Ninja
saying?
Turtles
like,
and
listen,
nostalgia.
Ninja Turtles, bro. Drink it.
He's a Slurpee.
He's drinking out of bowls from now on. We're gonna get a fucking custom Neil Von Lawrence bowl, and he's gonna drink out of it.
What's your full name? Neil Von Lawrence? Thank you. His name is Neil Von Lawrence.
ASMR
I mean,
shit
it's
right
better
there.
than
I saw this ASMR video that was like this guy getting his head shaved by his friend.
Salud.
But his friend was using an avocado as like the shaving cream. Yes. Salud.
Interesting.
An
Wait,
avocado as the shaving?
Yeah, so this guy he's like, wait, what?
Thank you.
We're cheersing?
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll show you the whole one.
That was a huge mistake on everybody's part. Okay.
Everyone's body experiences this is poison. So wait, the
Yeah,
green
did it.
screen allows for like fish in the background.
Yeah, fish.
Yep. There'll be a fish
that.
right behind you.
You can just.
Yeah. We're getting fucked up.
Yeah, baby. The whiskey? Oh my god.
Matter of fact,
Hey, life, baby.
And this is one of the things holding us back.
exactly.
Just gonna be famous.
If we were sober, we'd be successful by now. And we're back.
You're very right. You actually, you know what?
No, fuck you. That's staying in. Are you talking about that story?
Yeah.
That story's great. Oh shit. Listen.
That is awesome.
This is a thing that happens from time to time. You're gonna freak out for no reason.
I love this highlight.
Listen,
of,
you're not me. You don't
Bond's
understand.
drinking way too much.
He's drunk.
So fucked up. He's drunk.
I don't.
Look at what you're doing with your hand. You're seriously drunk. Look at your face. Look at it. Look at his face.
Fun shit. But you fucking dropped.
See? There we go.
I actually got up to go get a towel.
Great.
Okay.
Listen, this is water. This evaporates.
This is
What are we doing?
fire. That was
This is science. It just
How's your sock?
Anyway.
Is it wet?
Yeah.
Everybody's sock is wet, man. Don't make a big thing about it.
I used to live in
That's just
Ravenna, and I would take the bus through the UW campus, and everybody dressed like Arliss with flip flops.
Oh, with the flip flops. See, they can't see the flip flops right now.
This is
And the socks.
shoe vision.
one of the main reasons
A highlight of everybody's shoes.
why I fuck with these fools so tough till this day. It's just not being them open-toed sandal flip-flopping around this
Right,
motherfucker.
no.
That was just our dads. Has anyone been to REI, tried on Tevas,
Are those
and then climbed
sock toes?
their structural playground to test your Tevas? They literally had fake rocks. You would try on your Tevas, which if people
And
don't
those
know,
are like
it's
the
those dad
gloves,
sandals.
right? Oh,
it's like the
dad
Nike of dad sandals, which is like a platform bottom. Then it's like two straps,
Right.
and it's like for kayaking and then getting out and walking on like the round rocks
Yes.
for a while. You know what I mean? It's like having those pants that are waterproof and then having your Tevas and driving a Subaru. Frankly,
Have y'all seen this shit called Canadian Goose or some shit like that?
no.
That's like a.
I've seen it,
vodka,
But I'm
right?
into all things Canadian lately, so
Where
I'm ready.
I'm pretty sure it's like a clothing brand.
Oh, I've
in
heard
Calgary?
of that.
You know me, since I'm working up in this motherfucking high-end grocery store, I see a lot of high-end fashion. You know what I'm saying?
What is their like style profile or aesthetic?
It's like a globe.
What?
Like geese are naturally generally.
They are hella aggressive. No, they are.
Dude,
I ride my bike and they're like, "What the fuck?
They'll
Are you
chase
serious?
you.
Bro, go around." And I'm like,
So-
"Okay, fuck."
Smashing, we got the motherfucking the outlet mall up there in Arlington and shit. No, it's like Smoky Point area. Do you go up there at all? Are you
I've been
familiar
to
with that
some
area?
of the outlet malls.
Yeah.
My mom will take me because she loves those. We went out there as like a trip, and she like went to the casino for one night. We went to the fucking thing, and then me and my sister slept in the hotel. And she was like, "I'm gonna go down for like the mingle night," and like she just went to the bar.
Oh, wow.
And we lied in bed and watched tables. It was
That's
cool.
what's up.
It was a nice vacation.
That hotel is supposed to be really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that
It
hotel
was. It was really
actually
nice.
legit. They didn't let me in because I had a crease in my ID,
Yeah.
and I didn't have my extra ID
Yeah.
with me to confirm that I was me
Yeah.
who was here. And they were like, "There's a crease. You can't win any money. You can't drink at all." Even though I already drunk like 2 beers. Can't do
That's
it.
what they're like in Portland, dude. I was in Portland. I got drunk. I went out, smoked a cigarette, came back in. The bouncer was like, "You swayed on your way."
Oh, get the fuck
and I was
out
like,
of here.
"Swayed? Is this? Are we in the morning with sway?"
Hey!
I was on coke, and so I had enough energy that I could have I could have done it.
Keep ambulating.
I could have been there for another hour and a half.
Yeah.
Easy. I could have been there for an hour and a half, 2. I could have been there. I might have done more coke in their bathroom.
Right.
And bought like another drink.
Nostalgia. Did y'all see that one Tom Sawyer video? That claymation video where Satan comes through and he talks
Fuck
to
yeah,
the
bro.
children
That
and
haunts
shit.
me daily. Yes. The Tom Sawyer claymation shit?
I mean, that shit.
With the fucking, it's playing right now. Right here,
Yeah,
move
reaction
out, move
video,
out.
reaction
Oh,
video.
no way.
Like,
Yeah.
yo.
Does that make sense with what you saw?
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a thing
You said
that
maybe a
people
French word.
experience. It might be French. Who knows?
It's funny.
Nostalgia. I don't know. I can
I
imagine
was-
it being pronounced that way in some
Okay,
imaginary.
Russia.
From the gate, I was like, I want to like say what the definition of nostalgia is.
Please
Yeah, I
do.
wanted to
But I
say
didn't
that,
speak up. I didn't say nothing.
You need to fucking speak your truth,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
As soon as possible.
Yep. Oh no, we're wrapping this bitch all the way up.
Sinking.
A sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past. Typically a period or place with happy personal associations.
That last part is probably the most prevalent.
I saw both you guys in that part. So this character that I discovered within myself, I call him
lost my train of
Slobber
thought.
God. Okay, Slobber God. The reason that Slobber
Dude,
God
that
came
makes
about,
so much sense now that you put a name to it.
and I learned it from taking mushrooms because one time I took mushrooms, I was with Christy Dunormal, and we met up with my friend Mario Castellini in Columbia City, and we met at some sports bar. I forget what sports bar it was, but we were a couple drinks in. He met us, and he had a bunch of cyanescence, which is the mushrooms that show up a lot here in the Northwest. He had a Ziploc bag full of cyanescence, and we were like, sure, let's take a handful. As is the energy that I always enter taking mushrooms. Yeah, that's fine. That's great. It'll be fun. You know, and I'm partying. Woo! So I take a handful of mushrooms. Chrissy takes a handful of mushrooms. Mario takes a handful of mushrooms. We finish our beers and we start walking to our friend Sam, who you might know as Break Bill, who was there with his friend Devin, who you might know as Wolf Tone, and they were making beats and they're being kind of sober, living a normal life. And we're on our way, and then we start tripping. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then so like I'm looking at the trees, and I'm starting to see, from what I understand, as sort of like a Northwest Native American folk art imagery and symbolism. It starts taking place in the bark of trees. So within every tree that I see, I can see this iconic symbolism and all these shapes that I recognize from seeing Native American art, especially like Northwest stuff and like totems and different things like that. So that's taking place in the trees. And me and Christy both talked about it. She was seeing the exact same thing that I was seeing. You know what I mean? So it was like, whoa, what's that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that
That's
kind
real.
of
That's a
shit,
real
yeah.
thing. And that's something that people picked up on, you know, and these mushrooms have been telling people. So it was a really cool connection on that level. And then we get to their house, Sam's house, and I have no shoes on. I'm holding my shoes, and I'm running through the moss, like as we approach.
That's some fucking mushroom trip shit.
They're like, okay, come in. And like we go in and we sit there, and we're like all like sitting in the living room, everyone's feeling their thing, and they start like showing us some music, some beats and stuff, and I'm just going insane. And I'm lying on his pillow, and I can feel all this liquid leaking out of my eyes and my mouth. All of this liquid pouring out of me, pouring out of me. And I'm looking at Christy and I'm looking at Mario, and they're like, yo, what the fuck is happening? You're leaking. You're leaking out of your face. It happens.
Yeah.
And we all
that
realized,
should
like,
be happening.
we're tripping. And this is Sam's pillow. And now they're the police. They're Mr. Smith in the Matrix. Like, they are like the cops because they're not tripping. You know what I mean? When people that aren't tripping are like the fucking cops, and you're like, oh my god, you've been programmed like this, and I'm finally free, and you're a fucking narc. And I was slobbering, and I was like, you know what? In real life, the slobber is such a, I was in college, this one class called Global Feminisms, and she talked about slobber as this, or like liquid or grossness, and how it relates to like female anatomy and how it relates to like patriarchy, as saying like the liquidy is gross, you know what I mean? As girls get wet and as vaginas are like liquidy and all this stuff of kind of like the fluid in the liquid is a bad thing or a nasty thing. So I'm leaking all over this guy's pillow. And
he's not feeling that.
In normal life,
You don't like that.
what are you doing? That's my fear. I'm like, this guy might kill me. He might beat me up.
I don't think
might
Sam is
beat
gonna
my ass.
shoot you. What we're gonna do right now is determine who the host is. Are you doing it?
You're gonna be on the next episode, Raven.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I joined the show.
Okay, ready?
So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Though.
Okay.
So
it's not on
one,
the-
two, three, and then go.
4.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. What were you?
What's
what
that?
were
You're
you?
paper,
Karate
dude.
chop.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
Bam! Okay.
No, no.
Mon's the host.
Yeah.
Mon's the host.
I did
Oh
it.
wait, I meant to do this.
You're done.
Didn't do that.
You didn't mean to do anything.
In my mind, I was like, I'm
You
gonna
did.
rock. I'm gonna.
I'll tell you,
You
I
tried
meant
to
to
do
do
judo
a
chop.
lot of things. A part of
Judo
nostalgia is regret. Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys have been binge watching, you just saw the last episode, then you turn on this episode, and then you're gonna subscribe because there's not gonna be a new episode to watch, and you're gonna have to wait, but you don't want to be late. You want to get those first comments in, so you can be like first, or you can say. You can make jokes about the joke first, because if I see a podcast and someone says a funny joke, I'll go through the comments, and if someone mentioned the joke, I'm like, oh, it's taken care of. But if they haven't, I might say that was a funny joke, and then people will like it because they'll be like, I thought that joke was funny too.
Clout.
And it's funny how in that way your comedy gets rated by like what's most iconic, then I'm going to leave a comment to represent it. If you're under 30, you can get serious legal support for your addiction to jewels. Give me that. Give me jewels. You're addicted to it. Are you ready to come with me to a place? We're going to put you there for a week. Okay, you're going to sleep with a roommate.
Yo, we picking the next topic. Let's go.
Sorry.
Okay, you ready?
Oh,
you
he's
see
got
that?
it right there.
Oh, no way.
Suspense is killing me.
Rap game.
Hey, we just feel we don't see each other.
I really.
But it's that kind of Seattle thing where it's like, you just kind of like, oh, I just keep you out there and
Dude, that last show we did on Hollow Earth, man.
Yes.
God
that was
damn.
good.